A mother and father have been convicted of murdering their baby son just weeks after he was placed back in their care. 10-month-old Finley Boden died on Christmas Day of 2020. Derby Crown Court heard his parents, Stephen Boden and Shannon Marsden, subjected Finley to repeated acts of severe violence in the days before his death. Let's bring in our correspondent, Milena Veselinovic, who's in the newsroom. Milena, this is absolutely horrific. What do we know?
It's an extremely upsetting case. His parents, the 10-month-old Finley's parents, have been convicted today of his murder after a 5-week trial at Derby Crown Court. The court heard that the little boy suffered extensive injuries, 71 bruises across his entire body, 57 fractures, but also burns that were consistent with someone holding lighter fluid, lighter flame close to his small body. And this happened only 39 days after he was placed back into the care of his parents. Now, the court heard that 10-month-old Finley collapsed in the family home after suffering a cardiac arrest on Christmas Day in 2020. A home that was described in court as filthy, as cramped. The police also said that there were feces found in the bedroom. Now, the boy's father, Stephen Boden, tried to blame the family's dog on some of the injuries experienced by his son, saying the dog may have jumped on the boy, causing some ribs to be broken. That was dismissed in court. We also heard about a text message in which Stephen Boden, the boy's father, had claimed that he wanted to see Finley bounce off the walls. Now, extremely upsetting details. Now, the court also heard that Marsden, the boy's mother, had later said after his death that his dad had battered him and that she had failed to protect him. Now, what is particularly upsetting about this case is that we know that 10-month-old Finley was removed from his parents' care shortly after being born in February of 2020 because there were concerns for his welfare. However, he was returned to his parents by a court order over an 8-week transition period, even though the social workers were asking for a 6-month transition period, so 3 times as long. And now questions will be asked as to why this happened and why this small, vulnerable baby was returned to the hands of the people who, although they were his parents, were the ones who eventually killed him.
Milena, thank you. A US serviceman is expected to appear in court today accused of leaking highly classified military documents. Jack Teixeira was arrested by the FBI at his home in Massachusetts yesterday and is set to be charged under the Espionage Act.